I woke up today with some comments, original comments to make about the Zohar. How erudite can one get making original commentary to the Zohar? You know, it's kind of like a joke. Here's another level of commentary. But what does that mean? It's intellectual. It's okay for me. It raises me to a high level of perception. But it doesn't really change anything, and it never will. One of the reasons why is I read another article this morning about anti-Semitism in France and how it's getting worse. And then you read other things about other people having problems. You know, access to the left, difficulties in life, me included. And then, let me give you the real thing about the Zohar. The Zohar starts, Bereshit bara Elohim. And again, when you read that translated to English, it's, in the beginning God created. No. Bereshit bara Elohim. The Bereshis created Elohim. So there's a level beyond the name of Elohim. And this is the level I want to explicate some of this anti-Semitism that's happening not only in France but around the world. Here's the real deal. Leave everything as it is. Don't change anything. Okay? Accept anti-Semitism as a real. What do you want to change it for? This is what's made the Jews what they are. Anti-Semitism against them. That's what's made their life what you would think is difficult, but perfect. Remember that one needs fertilizer to grow vegetables. Of course, anti-Semitism is a problem, is a fertilizer. But that fertilizer is necessary to grow the vegetable, to grow the beauty of the tomato, the carrot. Because I added carrots because I don't know if tomato is a vegetable. A little humor here in the anti-Semitism world. Accept it. Accept all the negativity that's happened. Embrace it. Laugh at it. Laughing yoga. It's simple. As you go up higher and higher, you recognize things as what they are. There are problems with any structural society because when you look at it, how many individual languages are there? How many individual nationalities are there? Me personally, I think a national anthem is kind of a joke. Or then to stand up for a national anthem is kind of a joke in a one-world society with an internet and a telephone. But that's me. And how many countries have no... Well, here's my point. Accept it as it is and embrace it as it is now. The Jew has no homeland. The Jew is the wanderer. He goes anywhere like water. It's not a permanent spot. That's what makes the Jew. The Jew has been a subject for anti-Semitism, being kicked out of countries, Spain, Germany, places like that. Egypt, the land of Israel itself, kicked out of Gan Eden. All these kicking out, embrace it. That is the beauty. Don't you see it? That the problems are the beauty. And you want to do away with the problems for a calmness. That's not the Jewish approach. Even the word shalom, people mean peace, really comes from shalem, meaning perfection. What is the perfection? The perfection is to accept the as is. Accept the as is. What could be more beautiful than right now? When you accept the as is. And so I have plenty of things. I'll bring it down a little bit. You know, the Bereshit bara is the most poignant couple of words. Bereshit is 9:13, bara is 2:03. That's 11:16. That happens to be Keter Malkus. How high can it get? 11:16 is also Shimon, name of my brother. And if you add the two words, one for each, to Keter and Malkus, you get 1,118, and that's the total gematria of the first verse of the Shema. So this is really high here. And as I've said previously, if you just do the Shema, you're really doing it. But Keter Malkus is the really big deal, you know, and because it rises Malkus above Keter. And so then we go on to Bereshit bara Elohim et. So then I use simply Elohim et. So it's always been brought down that the first two words of the Zohar are Bereshit bara, which begin with a bet, and then Elohim et begins with two olives. Et is always the Shekinah, by the way, as brought down. It's always Malkus. But wait till you see this. Elohim et. Elohim is 86 and et is 401. That's 487 plus 7 letters, 5 and 2, and then 2 words, Elohim and et, that's 496, and that's Malkus. So the real secret here is Bereshit bara, that's Elohim et, and it created Malkus. It created the Malkus for the Keter Malkus of Bereshit bara. And so Malkus and Elohim are the important things. This physical world, this feminine, and as they always say, Judaism isn't concerned with the feminine. Of course it is. It's concerned with the Shekinah. It's concerned with Malkus. Keter Malkus. It's the feminine. Malkus is higher than the Keter. Anyway, now this idea of Malkus, which is this physical world, Mamish, that we're in, this Malkus entry to the Sitra Achra below, Malkus, which has a part of the Sitra Achra within it, and that's the beauty. As I said in my previous video, embrace the Sitra Achra, because the Sitra Achra is the only way you're going to get to know Ein Sof. Ein Sof is without attribute, but Sitra Achra is with attribute. Look out the window and you'll see Sitra Achra. So when you examine Sitra Achra for its DNA, the DNA of Sitra Achra is Ein Sof. When you examine it, you see, and you really look into it, then you'll see the beauty of Ein Sof. Ein Sof needs the fertilizer of Sitra Achra to grow the tomato, the fruit or vegetable, the fruit you put in the vegetable salad. Am I wrong? Am I far off? So stop listening to these people who make divisions, because they're writing to cause trouble, to sell you products and things like that, get donations. Don't change a thing. Don't change a thing. You're in Gan Eden and you don't know it. Don't try to improve or improve your friend. Or tell somebody what to do. Bereshit bara Elohim et. Simple. As we progress past the 10th, 15th of Av, after Tu B'Av, and we're supposed to increase in our Torah study, and we get these great pleasures from Torah study. And you elevate your own level of perception from Torah study. And when somebody's walking down the street, you're able to perceive what level they're on. Because you're able to perceive their surrounding zelim and zel, the shadows that they leave, which I'm going to be explicating. And so as you study and you hear these things, you'll raise your own level of perception and of total acceptance. And you'll feel better. And you'll get shalom of the shalem. And you realize there never was a fall from Gan Eden. As usual, I say, and we will go from here.